Hey guys, it's Janie. Welcome back to the Crafting Bookworm. I have a share for you. Okay, welcome back, you guys. As you guys probably know right now, I am doing reviews for Crossway. And they had this incredible set of studies. And the last one that I showed you was Jesus' speech on the Mount of Olives. And so I had recognized that there's a whole ton of these 12-week studies. So I went and ordered myself 4. One of them is going to be for my daughter to use because she's doing a Bible study with her husband's family and she wants to cover the parables. And so that was one of them that I got. So I got 3 other ones and I wanted to share those with you guys today. I'm not doing these particular ones for review for Crossway, but I wanted to share with you, my viewers, what I got. Okay, I got each one of these for $6.99. These are normally $9.99. And we've got 4 of them here to look at. Let's do that. Okay, so as I said before, these are all 12-week studies, and these are all by different people. This one is Edward W. Klink III and Casey F. Ellers. I don't know how you really pronounce that last name. And then, of course, we got the editor for this one is Douglas Sean O'Donnell. I mean, that one's by Douglas Sean O'Donnell. That one is too, but this one is Dane C. Ortland. And there's a theological editor for that, J.I. Packer. But anyway, so this one is the miracles of Jesus. And we went through that other Bible study that we got, the one on Mount Olives. And I gave you kind of an overview of what you get. There's the preface. And then it just starts like week 1. And then you're getting acquainted with what you're going to be reading. I like to have all of these, they got charts and stuff in here. Miracles of fertility, miracles of healing, miracles of destruction, miracles of dominion, miracles of reversal, and miracles of glorification. And I'm guessing these are the miracles we're going to be going through here. It says miracles of fertility, water to wine, God's provision for his creation. Miracles healing, curing the sick, God's healing of his creation. Miracles of destruction is withering a fig tree, which is God's judgment on creation. Miracles of dominion, stilling a storm, God's control over his creation. Then we got the reversal and the glorification. Each week you get a key verse. You get date, historical backgrounds, and then you get this outline of what you're going to be covering. So the first one's miracles of the old creation, miracles of the new creations. And you're going to read through here and you're going to find out what you're reading, what you're going to be studying when you start here with getting acquainted. So it's important to go through these before you actually start the study. This is going to be, I think it's going to be all 4 Gospels is going to be covered in this. So this first one, so it gives you John 20 verses 30 through 31 is what you're going to be studying. And then the next one is John 2, 1 through 12. So it's going to go kind of back and forth, it looks like. Anyway, there's questions here, or not so much, well, they are questions, but things that you're going to really meditate on. And it tells you here John 1 through 5 for these, and then the Miracle John 2, that's 6 through 8 for these, and so on. So it's broken down pretty easy. And then you just continue to go through here and read these. This is a 2-part, it looks like. I'm sure once I get started, I will be able to understand it better, because here is on the same ones, John 1 through 12. So, and that's what week 2 is. So it's got another part to do. We got gospel glimpses, whole Bible connections, theological soundings, and then I'm sure this will tell us. It says, take some time to reflect on what you have learned from your study of John 1 or John 2, 1 through 12, and how it might apply to your life today. Make notes below on personal implications for your walk with the Lord. Gospel glimpses, whole Bible connections, theological soundings, and the passage as a whole. What have you gained from that for, applying it to your life? And then these first parts are read through the complete passage, then review the following questions and record your responses. For further background, see the ESV Study Bible, pages 2022 through 2023, or visit esv.org. So, I don't know if that's... Oh, yes. Wow, that just clicked. So, for this is, if you guys have recognized this pattern, I recognized this pattern from the first time that I reviewed the first book. This is the ESV Study Bible pattern. If you guys recognize that, I'm going to have to get that Bible or just go to esv.org, but these go with that ESV. That makes things so much more clear to me. So this is really going to benefit you if you have the ESV Study Bible. So anyway, we're hanging out too long on one book. So that's the Miracles of Jesus. And then I got the 12-week study of Revelations. And it's, pretty much the same thing. It's going to give you a week 1 overview, getting acquainted. And then here's week 2 prologue, Revelations 1, 1 through 8. Let's see, what does week 3 say? God's people imperfect in the world. And that's going to go chapter 1:9 all the way through to chapter 3, verse 22. Yeah, this makes so much more sense now. I mean, you wouldn't have to have that study Bible for it, but I think it would be good. I think it would be it would work out really well, because this is all, coming down to the questions and stuff, and specifically finding this stuff, like in here. Where was that? Where we found that? We were reading, it was this first part here. Or was it where it was talking about pages 2022 through 2023. Yeah, right here. That was for further background. So you can use, your regular Bible. It's got all of your, it's got all the scriptures and stuff written down. So that was Revelation, and then we got the Sermon on the Mount. I don't know who doesn't like the Sermon on the Mount. I love the Sermon on the Mount. So, and there's a lot to the Sermon on the Mount, I feel like. There's our key verse is everyone then who hears these words of mine and does them will be like a wise man who built his house on the rock. That's Matthew 7:24. And then, of course, we've got the outline for it. And then we start here. This one says, have you engaged with the Sermon on the Mount before, either from reading, conversation, or teaching? If so, what are a few things that come to mind that you already know about this sermon? If not, on what do you expect Jesus to focus? What do you expect Jesus to focus on in the Sermon on the Mount? So your ideas. That's what I'm guessing. Don't take me at my word. So yeah, there's, the Beatitudes. I love the Beatitudes. And you go through the Beatitudes. And then faithful witness and fulfillment of scriptures. So that's the Sermon on the Mount. And then the last one here is the parables of Jesus, which is going to be amazing because there are a lot of parables. And let's just see which ones they've got in here. The sower, the good Samaritan, the rich fool, the prodigal son, the rich man and Lazarus, 2 parables on prayer, an unforgiving servant, the laborers in the vineyard, the tenants, the wedding feast, and the 3 parables on Christ's return. So yeah, this is going to be really good. And like I said, it goes along with the ESV study Bible. So don't be surprised that I don't have a box opening of the ESV Study Bible. I knew that this was familiar. You can get the ESV Study Bible relatively cheap on Amazon if you get the big hardback one. It's last time I saw it was like $20. So yeah, that I thought I recognized it. I was going to mention it and didn't mention it. So that makes a lot of sense to me now. But yeah, those are the 4 that I got, and I plan on doing all of these studies. And also, I purchased these. It said that you also get the ebooks of these same things. So I thought that was really cool. All the same ones of these, but in ebook. I had to look at and I got those for free. I don't know if that special is still going on. I'm going to link to Crossway down in the description box because they really have a lot of great resources, great Bibles, great study things, whatever you need. They have a lot of really great stuff. So go check them out. Like I said, I will supply the link for you. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show you guys today. I got 4 of these, and I'm really looking forward to doing these studies. I think they're going to be really eye-opening and great. And then again, I will show you this. And you can take a screenshot of that if it's showing up. Those are in the series of Knowing the Bible, because these are from Knowing the Bible. They've only got listed Douglas Sean O'Donnell, but like this one was Dane C. Ortland. So I don't know, but most of them are Douglas Sean O'Donnell. So, but anyway, that's it, you guys. I thank you so much for staying tuned, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.